This is a countdown of the top 10 best Bollywood films of 2011. Let's start off by number 10. At number 10, we have Patiala House. Patiala House was, and many people might not agree with me, but Patiala House was one of the best films of 2011 because we saw Akshay Kumar in a role that he had never done before. It was more of a character role rather than the typical happy-go-lucky type of person he does in films like Houseful um, and Desi Boys. This was more of a character role, and he put in a lot of effort, especially in the cricket part, and it was just a treat to watch. At number 9 is another oddball many people might not agree with, but it is Salman Khan's Ready. As you know, Salman Khan's Bodyguard was our worst film of 2011, but Salman Khan's Ready managed to come in one of our best films of 2011 because it was just a lot of fun to watch, and I think Asen did a great job in the film as well, and she just like elevated it to a more entertaining level. At number 8, we have Singam. Singam was another really fun film to watch. It was just, it was not something I would expect from Rohit Shetty, considering he gave Golmaal 3 last time, which I did not like at all. I thought it was like so messy and completely unorganized. But Singam was actually a lot of fun. I believe Singam is actually like a remake of a South film, but it doesn't really matter because this film was really good. The action was great. In general, Ajay Devgan's performance was great as well. So it was just a lot of fun to watch. And number 7 has to be Delhi Belly. Even though this was kind of for adults only, the plot of the story based on like the diamonds and like the Russian doll thing and the overall like interaction between Imran Khan and his two other leads was absolutely hilarious. And it was just a blast to watch. I didn't even know like how quickly those like 2 hours flew by. At number 6 has to be another serious film called No One Killed Jessica. The performance by Rani Mukherjee and Vidya Balan was absolutely amazing. They did a great job in making this film really entertaining, but also portraying emotions and the story of the actual person really well. So they definitely deserve to be on this list. At number 5, we have Rockstar. Obviously, I actually didn't like Rockstar that much, but Ranbir Kapoor's performance was definitely commendable. And the fact that he's going to probably win most of the awards in 2011 is pretty much proof of that. At number 4, we have to have Vidya Balan's Dirty Picture. She did an amazing job, and she pretty much single-handedly broke the myth that you have to have like really, really big stars in order to do really, really big business. The film did really big business. Um, Her portrayal of Silk Smita was absolutely amazing. It doesn't really matter if it was a copy of A Lonely Lady, but this film was really fun to watch, and it was also quite well made. At number 3 has to be Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. This film had a great script. Farhan Akhtar and Abhay Deol did a great job. Hrithik Roshan also did a great job, but not as good as the other two. Farhan Akhtar was absolute genius in this part, and everything from like the cinematography to the locales to the dialogues to the overall story were just really, really good. And all three characters fit into this the world created by this film really well. And now my top two picks for 2011. This might come as a shock, but Dawn 2 is actually number 2 in my top 10 countdown. Even though it was really, really good, it definitely brought Indian cinema to like a huge new level where it could compete with international looking films. It still wasn't as fun to watch as my number one pick. Shah Rukh Khan looked great. There were more women seeing it than men, which is always a good thing. And it was one of the best heist movies I've ever seen, first for Bollywood. But for me, it is still number 2 because nothing beats Raw 1. Many people, this is going to be like the most controversial thing after the whole Bodyguard being the worst film of 2011 thing, but many people hate this film. I thought it was one of the best superhero films ever made. It was a lot of fun to watch, and the cinematography, the music, the dancing, um, in general, just like the whole plot was a lot of fun. And I honestly don't understand how people are criticizing the plot because it was pretty straightforward and pretty unique, and it had a nice twist to it. And some of the little details, like how the powers of G1 and Ravan were explained, were really good. And I don't know, I thought it was like the best film of 2011. And this might come as a shock, but I thought Ravan was the most entertaining film Bollywood has ever produced. There was not a single boring moment. I actually enjoyed the first part with the nerdy Shekhar Subramaniam, and I enjoyed the second part with the elegant, I don't know, robotic G1 as well. So I enjoyed both parts. I don't know what these critics were on about. And the fact that this film made like, well, it crossed like the 100 crore mark is pretty much a testament to that. And that's it, guys. Those are my picks for the best films of 2011. Number one still goes to Rawan. Sorry to disappoint you guys, but you can discuss this in the comments below. I'll see you in the next video.